This is David and Jen here at David Christopher's, and as you know, we always are trying to bring you some new ideas, some fresh ideas, and it's perfect right now because it's spring and new things are blooming, new things are coming out, and we have some new florals to show you.
Yeah, we're going to try and show you 5 new, quick and easy. We're going to stick it to super simple on this one. Try to, if I can avoid being complicated.
So 5 quick and easy spring door decor ideas.
Yes. So for idea number 1, we're going to be using a pre-made boxwood wreath. So it's got a vine base on the back of it, and it's already made like this. A lot of people like to use them just like this or add a bow, but I'm going to add a little bit of color just because it's spring and we want to punch it up a little. So we're going to be adding lemon picks into our wreath, and one of the great things about these lemon picks is we can go straight into that vine base, and you don't have to necessarily glue these or cut them or anything if you don't want to. I mean, you can, of course you can choose to if you would like, but you don't have to. So that's a great thing about this, and we're just gonna kind of try to space these out fairly evenly. But a little pop of lemon always makes people think of fresh and sunny days and lemonade and things like that. So always a good option for the springtime.
Our oldest son thought we had an emergency the other day because we were almost out of country time lemonade mix.
That is an emergency in his eyes.
He loves lemonade.
He does. When he thinks he's supposed to have it when he's sick, but he also thinks he's supposed to have it when he's not sick. So.
Yes.
Now we got lemons in our wreath. We could add a bow if we wanted to, but just something quick and easy that really gives you a pop of color for the spring that would be great for a kitchen or for a front door. So for idea number 2, we're also going to be using something that comes pre-made. These just come out of the box like this. So they require a little bit of TLC when you receive them. Like if you have this shipped to you, you're going to need to straighten this up a little bit. So that's the first thing we're going to do, is we're going to be just separating all the leaves out. You don't want them stacked on top of each other because then you're going to hide some if you leave them like that. And we want the flowers kind of facing us. So really just a little bit of attention goes a long way with these kinds of things. Just making sure spreading all of the foliages out, the berries, and then making sure that the flowers aren't turned where you can only see the side or the back side of them. You want those to be very visible. We can shape our wreath out. That's very quick and simple. So this could be a spring wreath for you, and you could be happy with that, but we're going to also touch him up for Easter a little bit. So we're going to add this little bashful bunny in a basket, and he's got little posable ears, so if you want them to be up or if you want them to be kind of, you know, lopsided, it can be whatever you choose it to be. But we're just going to put a little piece of wire through this, and so we can add it to our wreath. I'm just going to poke a little hole in the back side of it. So we've got our wire just attaching on the back side of our bunny, and he's just gonna kind of rest right here once I get him wired on completely. So he's just gonna sit there, and we'll take his price tag off because he won't need that anymore. He found a home. But you can have a nice little Easter wreath, and then when Easter's over, you can just pull the bunny out and you can have a spring wreath. So for our third idea, we're going to go back to kind of this wild boxwood pre-made wreath, and just something simple that that we sell in the store all the time are these white wooden crosses, and we're just going to kind of use a thinner gauge wire and go right in between this kind of a crack where this cross is put together in the middle here, and then we're going to attach it to our wreath. Getting thin gauge wire through the wreath is not a lot of fun. There you go. So once you get this wired in, this would make a great little Easter wreath or just a spring wreath. So for our fourth thing, we're going to be using a pre-made form that's a bunny shape that has this little bit of boxwood vine in it. And we're just going to touch it up a little bit. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to give him a little bow made out of this kind of a light cream with different kind of ferns in it, just so it kind of keeps that natural appeal of his boxwood. We're just going to give him a couple of loops here. So he's going to get a little bow tie.
How cute. David is experimenting and giving it bunny feet.
But they look like bunny feet, kind of. I give him like little fuzzy ears.
You could give him bunny teeth.
Like, those are where his eyes are.
Bunny eyes, bunny arms.
Yeah, little bunny hands. Yes.
I'm not sure where we're going with this.
Like a bunny snowman.
It does. Here, why don't we just say you can have him like this?
Well, we were arguing about whether the tail should have been on the front or the back.
Mm-hmm. Because on the front,
it's just a silhouette, so I feel like a front is fine.
A front tail.
Front tail. Just give him a little bunny tail.
Oh my goodness.
I think I'm just going to add a little bit of floral to his bow area. Some of his other areas are in question. So we're gonna give him a little center for his bow tie here at this rose. There we go. Maybe that counts as a net.
Any thoughts?
No. It's loud in here. Guess I'm gonna do something a little bit more on a grand scale because it seems that the small little minor things are not really my forte. So we're gonna do something a little bit different, but try and keep it kind of quick and easy. I'm gonna take our cream delphinium branch. Thought I had all the tags pulled off. So instead of using this vertically, we're gonna let it hang. And I'm gonna try and show this while I'm doing it. So basically, we're just gonna lengthen these to the shape you want. Let some of them kind of come out to the side. They're nice and wired, so you can do that. And then I'm going to add this boxwood on top of it. Let it kind of flare out. Maybe put some in behind the delphinium. Then I'm going to use a couple of ferns. Just kind of hold all this together in one spot if you can. Then I'm going to take these. I really like these. This is our dried, it's kind of a faux dried rose bundle. It's a really great color. It's not super white, but it's not super creamy either. So I'm just going to kind of layer these in here. I need bigger hands at some point. And then I'm gonna put some of our pampas, white pampas, behind it. And then we're gonna tie this as tight as we possibly can. So flip it around to the back.
Very impressive that you can hold all of that in your hand at one time.
Well, I would love to tell you that my hand's not cramping like crazy right now, but that's not true. So we're gonna just keep trying to twist this so that it keeps everything really tight in there. Could use a zip tie, it would probably make it slightly easier. And I'm gonna make a hook out of our wire, just let it hang a little bit. I'm gonna bring a little bit more of my boxwood out to the front, cover up some of my stems from the roses, but it's okay to let some of them show. I mean, they're, you know, if you did this in fresh flowers, there would be some stems showing. And then I'm gonna take our burlap. It's kind of like a burlap jute. It's a white and natural mixed together and kind of a knitted jute, I guess. I'm just going to be able to kind of shape this more the way that I want to shape it. Bring some of my pampas around, since I don't have to hold it all in my hand at one time. Let my fern kind of fill in some of that space. Alright, now that we've gotten our bow attached, I'm going to go back in and cut my boxwood base off. And I'm going to just try and go below the fern. The fern's going to hide quite a bit of this, and we're just going to cut the bottoms of our delphinium stems, but it's a lot easier to do this once you've got everything to the correct length that you want it. So if you cut them prior to, there's just not as much to hold on to. You can't really extend or make something shorter necessarily. So I find it just easier to do it at the end. Now that I've gotten all my stems cut, I've got room to put one last pampas grass right in the middle. And we're done. So it should be kind of quick and easy. It didn't take really a long time to do that, and didn't take a lot of materials. I didn't use any glue, just some wire and wire cutters. That was pretty much it. So I've become determined to give a bunny a tail. So we're going to use our vine base bunny that has a burlap bow, and I'm going to use this cream colored mini ball chrysanthemum, and I'm going to use it for a tail. Little bunny tail. You still don't like it?
I y'all let us what you think. Let us know what you think. You like the bunny tail? You don't like the bunny tail?
Or is it like you don't like it because it should be like...
That doesn't work either. But anyway, where there's a will, there's a way, and he's can be stubborn. This bunny is going to have a tail, whether or no. Just as a recap, we told you we were going to show you 5 ideas. David ended up going with 6 ideas because
one didn't count.
One didn't count. I think, yeah, you didn't like the way one of the bunnies turned out. But as you remember, you can see this one here that he put together. We also have the idea with the wooden cross, which is perfect for St. Patrick's Day and the Easter season. And basically all year long, you could use something like this.
We had our springtime wreath that had our little bashful bunny and a basket in it.
The lemon wreath.
We had our boxwood vine bunny that had a little embellished bow tie instead of a tail.
So remember to check out the description. You can find a link to our wholesale website, our retail website, our store locator, so you can find a store near you that sells our products if you want to go in person and shop. And also, you will find a link to the collection that has all of the items that we used in today's video so that you can easily go through and pick what you need for your do-it-yourself home project. Until next time, we hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon. Bye!